Hello, we're on our third week for negotiating skills and techniques, and today we're talking about presenting the offer and having that conversation with the seller. And I'll use that as an example today. Last week it was the management of expectations. As we get them on the phone, this is what this conversation is going to be like. Then I roll right into the contract and say, okay, this is the offer price, this is the earnest money, this is the close date, and any particulars. And usually what I say is okay, so that and your net is going to be this much after paying off a mortgage or after closing costs. And I say, okay, so now tell me what your thoughts are, and then I'll share mine with you as well. Most tell me, well, I want to counter or I want to accept. And if they counter, I say, okay, what would you like to counter at? And they say, well, I'd like to counter at this. And I say, fantastic. If we counter, then the buyer will have two options. One is to accept, the other is to reject. So if we counter, we might get a little bit more money, or they might walk away. Are you okay with that risk for the money that you want to get? And they say, okay, fantastic. And then I share my thoughts and share my experience. Remember, our job is to educate and communicate in such a way that they get to make great decisions. So we control the process, but they control the decisions. So if their counter is too extreme, I'll share with them what I know about the market. It's a little aggressive, but if you're okay with losing this buyer potentially, then we can do that. I would probably do this based on my experience and the market feedback, but it's not up to me, it's up to you. So are you okay with increasing that counter just a little bit, or making it a little more reasonable, or do you want to go back with yours? And we always just let them make the decision. We really do, but we have to educate. So then we say, all right, let me see what I can do and work my magic, and I will call you the moment I hear something. And so if it's 10 minutes from now, I'll call you. If it's tonight, I'll call you. If it's tomorrow, I'll call you. And that way they're not calling you saying, what happened? Do we have an answer yet? And so it buys you time. So this is the third week in the negotiation process. So hope this helped. Paul Wheeler, Servant Heart Selling. Let's put the service back in selling.